Hi there, this is Al from thegaminggeek.net, and today we're going to take a look at a game that a friend of the channel has requested from us. She wanted to play this game, but on her RG552, she's not getting the performance that she's expecting. So we're going to take a look at this. So this is another PlayStation portable game. So we're going to use PPSSPP. We're going to run that right now. And the game in question is actually Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Oops. So let me just lower down the volume of the game. There you go. So she actually wants us to check Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories, I think. I don't have the second game with me, but since I already have this, we're gonna take a look at this game, see how it performs, but and see if it doesn't perform well, see what we can do to make it perform better, right? Because that's what she wants to happen. So before we get started with the game, just quick view of what settings we're using to start off with. There you go. We have to start over from the beginning. All right. So for more details, check out the link in the description below. I have my starting settings for PPSSPP. That's what I'm going to always use whenever trying out a new game. But I think what's important to note here is that we have Vulkan selected as a backend. You have OpenGL and Vulkan. It's best to start off with Vulkan in my experience, right? Mode is buffered rendering. We have frame skipping off, and we are starting at 2x PSP performance. So we're gonna back out. Then we're gonna take a look at Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. So let's see. As it's running up, okay. Admission, I haven't played a lot of Grand Theft Auto games. The only Grand Theft Auto game that I played, oops, there's the intro, is on the DS. I think it was Chinatown War. So if I look like a total noob playing this game, well, I am. Okay. Opening credits plays out just like a movie. I think we've seen enough of the opening credits to see that it runs well at this point. Oh, by the way, I'm going to just briefly show you the Android menu. So I do not have any overclocking set up. Alright, when we brought that down, we did hear some stuttering. I think that's affecting the... Let me disconnect from our internet connection. There you go. Alright, some stuttering there. I really think it's because we pulled that menu down. So, and look at that. After some time, the music is now playing appropriately. There's no stuttering. Okay, yeah, I think we're all good here, so we'll just skip this. What happens if you press start? Alright, it seems like it's loading. Okay. At least from my eyes, it looks pretty crisp. Of course, the polygons aren't as good as what you'd see from a PS4, but this is a PSP. And if there's anyone watching who's played Vice City Stories on an actual PSP, it would be helpful if you can leave a comment below. Just tell us how this compares, right? Because I am on 2x PSP resolution. Okay, so that, I think that's our main character. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Vic Vance reporting for duty, sir.
Vic.
Relax.
I'm gonna turn up
Are
the
you
volume.
well?
Yes, thank you, Sergeant.
Good. In here, you can call me Jerry.
Okay.
Okay, Jerry, huh? Now, Vic, tell me, why did you sign up, huh? To stay out of jail, Because you like getting shouted at, huh? What makes you polish your boots and put bullets in your guns in the hopes that maybe you get to shoot someone, huh?
So far, the cutscenes.
I got a
are running
difficult
pretty well.
family. I got responsibilities.
What? Kids abroad giving you shit, huh?
No, brothers. One is real sick, asthma, and I gotta pay the bills. The other, well, maybe he's sick too, but in a different way. My mom's a mess.
So you joined the army to get rich?
Not exactly, but, you know, my dad, he came here from DR. We didn't have a lot of opportunities. You know, what else was I supposed to do? Why did you join up?
To get rich!
Why are you messing with me, Sergeant?
I ain't. Chill. Relax. Take a seat.
All right, so the story's
Look,
developing.
There are plenty of opportunities for a man who knows the game to make real money. So,
I don't want any trouble, man.
who wants trouble? Nobody. Everybody wants to relax. No trouble. And there's plenty of money to be made.
This guy
Nice
sounds
and
pretty
easy.
shady.
Listen, I don't think this is for me. So if there's nothing else...
Hey, relax, huh? Come on, Vic. I need a favor. No risk.
So why do you need me if there's no risk?
Because I gotta take registration. Besides, you're not on duty for a couple of days. Listen, you take my bike, you go over to the airport, and you pick up a package from me, huh?
Okay,
right, so that's
just
our
this
mission.
one favor, and that's it.
Good.
Okay. So cutscene played
Listen,
really well.
if plans change, I'll let you know.
I think
What's
the
this?
games-
It's a pager, tough guy. Welcome to the 80s, Vic.
Okay, so I think the games started. I'm just gonna take a look at the menu options. See what we have. Brief game controls. Target, look, enter vehicle, attack, run, jump. Okay, I think I'm good. Let's just go back to this. Looks like the menu's performing well. I don't see any equipment screen. Alright, so we're just gonna back out of it.
About to get Sierra
All right.
Hotel in here.
I'm gonna lower down the volume a little bit again. Alright, so let's ride this bike. Press X to accelerate. Oops. So far so good, it's smooth. Alright, oops. Over, where am I? There you go, still feeling out my controls. Oops. How do you back out of this? There you go, reverse is there. Alright. I'm looking at the map screen. I think you're supposed to exit out this way. Oops. Alright, so we're gonna go to the pink marker on the map. Okay, so we're fast. It's actually controlling pretty well. Very responsive. Are you supposed to ride motorcycles this way? Let's try to obey the road. There's no right lane. Okay. That's weird. Looks like the marker is above. A little audio starting there.
Y'all stay tuned for more hot joints right here on Fresh 105, baby. Fresh.
So far so good. Nothing that impacts gameplay. And I'm back on the wrong side of the road.
Run DMC, this was the biggest song in 1983. Y'all just don't understand.
I forgot
Vice
to
City,
turn on,
Vice Bitches, Club Malibu. I'm going.
Let's pause this real quick. I forgot to turn on our FPS. But it looked pretty smooth. Alright. Locked it. It looks like it's 30 frames per second.
Hey, Army boy, Jerry sent you.
We'll skip this.
Jerry?
We've already seen.
Sergeant
so we'll skip
Martinez. Sure.
this. Yeah. We've already seen how cutscenes perform. Whoops. Swim to shore. It looks like we skipped a whole lot of cutscenes. Alright. Press X. I'm being shot at. I bet you he can recover stamina but naturally, but not health. Alright. Oh, he's got a gun. How do you jump? Square button. Oops. Can't jump high enough. Well, let's just make a run for it.
Excuse me, I so close. What is the hard or is it?
Oh, let's go back. Let's cross the street.
Not now! You will see no sit sniff,
I wonder if there's a way to holster their
If someone
gun.
stop it, then hide it to the longest.
Okay, I can hear a little stuttering in the background, nothing major. Let's put in some overclocking, shall we? Alright, so it's gonna stutter a little bit there. Running slow. Try frame skip.
I like to smell the stinky on these bastards.
Right, it's stabilizing now. Alright. Pink area. This is your barracks. Still locked at 30 frames per second. Now let's skip saving. Okay. So I got weapons, I guess. Alright, what's next for us? Hide the stuff. He said hide the stuff. Let's check our mission objectives here. Alright, I don't see anything new, so maybe let's go out. Stripes blip. Okay. Alright, so that's how you can unholster your gun. The left and right buttons on the D-pad. Alright, let's test that. Hold the L button and use the analog stick. Okay, so it works fine. There you go. I've been wanting to figure out how to run. Alright, look at that. There's the motorbike that we rode on earlier.
Sure. No worries. Oh, look, I gotta go. The cavalry just turned up. Okay, bye. Corporal, what can I do for you?
Listen, Jerry, you gotta get rid of that stuff. It's making me nervous. I'm not into drugs.
You know what? Let's skip this. Go and meet Phil Cassidy. Alright, so we're gonna hide our gun. Now I turned on overclocking because I wanted to see if that would affect the performance of the game. Oops. Let's turn that off completely. But for me, if there are any stutters that are tolerable, I would rather leave overclocking off. There you go.
Weather forecasters are predicting a stormy time ahead for Vice City as Hurricane Gordy threatens to make landfall in the South Keys.
Oh, Fred, I looked at the pink
City officials
square.
have taken the usual precautionary measure of closing all bridges from the mainland to Ocean Beach and Vice Point, and all flights to and from Escobar International Airport have been halted
So we have
until further
overclocking
notice.
off.
For more news updates, stay tuned to Vice News Network.
There is some stuttering. Oops.
I've seen it.
Off
A lot of people saying I was going to be a star. And one day, you know something? I will be.
Turn here.
Me, Hector Hernandez. Remember, the name is Hector. Me Mi nombre es Héctor, mamita. Yo
Some
soy
stuttering, but
un
nothing bad.
superstar.
Very
In
tolerable
1920,
for my
feminists fought
taste.
together, and for the first time in American history were allowed to vote. Then, when all the men left
So
to fight in
let's
the
see
war,
what
women
happens
marched into the
here.
factories to use power tools on each other,
Man,
make
right
tanks, and
back.
tell homoerotic jokes.
Let's
You've
find
come
out.
so far. You need a real cigarette to last you on the journey.
A little bit of audio stuttering.
Athena 200s. With smaller cigarettes, it's almost over with as soon as you put it in your mouth. This is pleasure that lasts longer. Celebrating women's struggle with each full-flavored cigarette.
it
You're a
plays
goddess.
really well.
Smoke like one too. Athena 200s.
It's Athena.
Athena
200s.
I haven't gotten into combat yet. I don't know if I'll need to. And now we can say that this is just the beginning of the game, so it hasn't gotten intense. But we've explored a big chunk of this world already, right? Okay, he's running. I don't know why.
Let's
Make
take
it
it up.
all the way to the pink area. Let's just skip this, see what happens next. Get into Phil's truck. Alright, fine. I guess it's the... Okay, so let's see
What's the
how
difference between an electronic friend I make in my
being
bedroom
in a car
and the
is
unnecessary
different
fetus
from being
you're
on a
carrying right
motorcycle.
now? We both made them. Who are you to say your method is better than mine? Who made you God? You are revolting.
Okay, so yeah, I guess this is it.
How
Traffic.
dare you speak to a pregnant woman like that?
Oh, shut up, sweetheart. Stop it with that
Sure,
pregnancy
goody two
stuff.
shoes.
So you've knocked out a few puppies. Good
Oh,
for you.
they're all,
Expect this little jerk with his midget dick to be nice to you? I don't understand.
Switching
why
lanes. Okay, so we made it to our destination.
I've been having trouble with them Cholo
Skipping
boys.
this. Looks like it's pretty solid, right? On Vulcan, right? A 2x PSP. I've already been experiencing some stuttering, so I don't think it's a good idea to... Oh. Hold R.
What the fuck is this? Mira, taxi, get a good look. Disrespect me, familia. I hurt you.
I forgot. Let's take a look at the controls. Attack, fire weapon, circle. Alright.
You want some of this?
Who's the
And you
Alright.
want this to get ugly?
Violent game, alright.
Come on then.
Kill them off. Go inside. Okay, so well, we've had the taste of combat. And it looks like it's still
Vete a jalar el
performing
pescuezo.
pretty well.
You
Ooh.
good pendejo.
Don't make
I'm low
me
on
do
health.
this.
But they're
Ve a
on, you know,
chuparle el
they're hand to
pezón a
hand.
un
Oh.
Stay
Let's
calm.
see if I can beat him on hand to hand.
Pinche
I do this shit for a
retardado.
living.
Who's the chingón now, mamón?
Alright, so let's not kill them. Oh. There you go, see? Pretty. They're kicking the balls. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah, I mean, we've had the taste of combat now. Take the money back to Martinez. I guess we can take any vehicle that we want. Alright, let's just go back to that time, right? And then we'll call it an episode. A little choppiness, there you go. And not in the gameplay, but in the music. Alright, but it controls quite smoothly, right? I'm in full control of the vehicle. Alright, braking a little bit because... Alright. So it looks like we need to turn left somewhere. Is this a good spot? Who cares about traffic lights? Ooh. He's quite far away. Where am I? I don't think it's the right way. I think we need to... I saw a road back there. backing up a bit. Am I gonna fall? Oh, that's a dangerous. See, look at how easy it is to control this car. Yeah, it's quite beaten up now. Where? Oh, where? There's Martin. So it looks like we need to turn right somewhere. Maybe this is a good spot. Oh yeah, Martinez is the sergeant or the military guy. Alright, sit right in there. I don't know whose car this is. Let's not get into trouble with those military folks. I see the pink area. We're in the wrong side of the fence, but we can leave. Okay, yeah, so I think the conclusion is it plays well, even without overclocking, just a few tolerable audio stutters, right? And so that does it for this episode. So to our friend of ours, I think I suspect that you have OpenGL selected in the settings. We'll go right back to it. Just change that to Vulkan, you should be all good. But there you go. If you want to play Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, you can definitely do that on the RG552. It plays well on AOSP 9.0 Beta 12. I'll leave a link in the description below as to where you can get that. That's from Black Seraph's Patreon. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope this makes the RG552 a little bit more interesting for you guys. And for those who own this device, another game you can enjoy in this is Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. So, once again, this is Al from GamingGeek.net. Talk to you in the next video.